If I were to say something about why Shakespeare remains important in our culture, in everyone's culture today, it seems to me that Shakespeare is really the world's local author. He's still the preeminent figure in literary culture in almost every country around the world. And I think Shakespeare's still preeminent for many of us in terms of the dazzling quality of his language and his style. The New Variorum Shakespeare has this extraordinary history and distinction behind it, and that comes to Texas A&M now, and it's really helped to enhance and solidify this emerging reputation we have in early modern studies. We've always had a great tradition at Texas A&M of fantastic Shakespearean work. What is the New Variorum Shakespeare? Well, the New Variorum Shakespeare is one of the biggest and oldest editorial projects in Shakespeare studies. It also shows you the history of everything that's been done to Shakespeare's texts over the centuries into a very accessible, very intuitive online format. So it's much easier to use than the old print Variorum. In some ways, it's easier to use than some of the standard Shakespeare editions that we might use in class. So one way to think about the New Variorum Shakespeare is as a museum of each Shakespeare play that can show you, at least in theory and often in practice, pretty much everything you'd want to know about that play, word by word and line by line. We show you the performance history of the plays too, and often a history of their adaptation into different media. Scholars, theatre practitioners, actors and directors are working with us in developing their performances as they come to use the Variorum, sometimes knowing how a Shakespeare play was a bit different in different editions can really unlock a performance for a Shakespearean actor. We have a brilliant team here at New Variorum Shakespeare headquarters within the English department, and that's part of Texas A&M and the English department's recent renaissance in Renaissance studies. We have a wonderful team working on the Variorum day in, day out, trying to input all of this extraordinary information, this extraordinary wealth of information and density of information, and to put it into a format that readers can use. And it's a fantastic resource for students to understand more about how the plays have changed over time and how they've been interpreted over time. They can dig deeper if they want to, or they can stay at a more superficial level depending on what they're interested in. They can really follow their noses with the online Variorum. Sometimes seeing that Shakespeare has mattered to other people can inculcate a similar enthusiasm in students too. Texas A&M is one of those rare places across the world where literary studies is really growing. It's very, very exciting and refreshing to see that happen here.